Lahat ng drama, tawanan, balita at all-time favorite music hits. Sa lungkot at ligaya, kami pa rin ang inyong kasama. We're the place where you truly belong. Mula sa TVH Group of Networks, ito ang inyong himpilan. Ito ang inyong tahanan. Number 1 sa Mega Manila.
Alright, we apologize for some technical difficulties in the beginning, but good evening everyone at Luzon Visayas at Mindanao. This is koolNews at 6. My name is Carol. We are live on Kool FM and also on News Radio 93.1. We begin with our first headlines as the Armed Forces of the Philippines said on Tuesday that security measures in its camps are more heightened now following alleged espionage activities by a Chinese national. AFP spokesperson Francel Margaret Padilla stated that hundreds of locations, including military camps and enhanced defense cooperation agreement sites, were allegedly surveilled by the suspected spy. Padilla noted that fortification of security in camps is part of the AFP standard proceeding procedure. Padilla said in the regular AFP briefing in Aguinaldo, but over and above that, with our internal security protocols, our entry of visitors inside camps is heightened. Padilla, when pressed as to what a more heightened alert meant, told Inquirer.net, the AFP across all military camps are implementing stricter access controls, increased patrols, enhanced monitoring of perimeters, and reinforced information security protocols. These measures aim to ensure the safety of our facilities and personnel while maintaining the integrity of our operations, she added in a text message. On January 17, then Yuan Qing and 2 Filipinos were arrested for allegedly conducting illegal surveillance and spying activities targeting military installations and private facilities in the country. Padilla said of this activity, this is unauthorized foreign intelligence surveillance and reconnaissance activity that was conducted, and what we can point out is that these are crucial features that have been found in the data. However, Dun's wife denied that her husband was a spy, but Padilla said that the AFP findings still stand. The Armed Forces of the Philippines understands her concern, being, of course, emotionally involved, being a wife, a mother, she said. But for the Armed Forces of the Philippines, we look into the evidence-based results of this investigation, and anything in our power to help in aiding that the truth come out from this, we will do in the AFP. This follows China's repeated objections to the Enhanced Defense Cooperation Agreement sites in the country. The ECA sites are located within Philippine military base where U.S. troops and equipment are permitted access. 2 of the 9 ECA sites are in coastal downs of Cadian, facing Taiwan, a sub-road island that China regards as a renegade province subject to reunification. Additionally, 2 ECA sites are in Balakbak Town and Processor City in Palawan, which faces the West Philippine Sea. Meanwhile, Kalon volcano on Negros Island released an increased amount of sulfur dioxide on Monday, January 27, according to the Philippine Institute of Volcanology and Seismology, or PhilFox. In its latest 24-hour monitoring report, PhilFox recorded 4,653.9 tons of sulfur dioxide emitted by the volcano, surpassing the 3,267 tons measured the previous day. The agency also reported 22 volcanic earthquakes from Monday to Tuesday midnight, along with the voluminous plume that rose 900 meters above the summit and drifted southwest. In addition, 3 ash emission events were observed during the monitoring period, with durations ranging from 5 to 44 minutes. Canlaon volcano remains under alert level 3, which signifies intensified magmatic unrest. Meanwhile, the Maharlika Investment Corporation's investment in the National Grid Corporation of the Philippines, or NGCP, is expected to lower electricity costs and stabilize electricity supply, according to Maharlika Investment Corporation's President Rafael Consing Jr. In the palace briefing on Tuesday, Consing was asked how the MIC's acquisition of a 20% stake in the NGCP will aid Filipinos burdened by rising electricity costs. He responded, "So if they look at it, the cost of electricity comes from many sources, right? The transmission cost is one of the components that make up the electricity we pay for per kilowatt hour." Consing explained the way NGCP can contribute to lower electricity is by ensuring that rollout indeed happens. Because once you have that transmission grid infrastructure being rolled out successfully, then you would have more power players that can in fact get onto the grid and provide supply to the grid. And obviously, just like any commodity, as you have got more supply coming in, the price of power will, at some point in time, come down. On Monday, President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. witnessed the signing of a memorandum of agreement between the MIC and Synergy Grid and Development Philippines Incorporated, which holds a 40% interest in NGCP. The MIC is the manager of the country's first sovereign wealth fund. In the briefing, Consing was also asked why the MIC chose the NGCP as its first investment since its inception in July 2023. He said, "From when the Maharlika was first set up and established, and I was appointed, I think everyone saw our interviews where I mentioned that our first investment would be in the energy sector." Consing further added, "That is very important. Energy security sits at the top of our priorities. We believe, and in fact, a study conducted by the DOE, or Department of Energy, supports the conclusion that power precedents progress." And a vehicle boarded by Quezon City 2nd District Representative Ralph Wendell Tufo was caught illegally using the EDSA busway, Senator Rafi Tulfo himself confirmed to reporters on Tuesday. Despite this, Senator Tufo sees nothing wrong with the incident since his son did not lie and escape authorities. Only buses responding emergency vehicles, as well as selected top-ranking officials including the President, Vice President, House Speaker, and Chief Justice of the Supreme Court are presently allowed to use the lane. The senator said he admitted and he did not lie. He also apologized, so I see nothing wrong with that. As long as he did not escape, he did not use plate number 8, which he is entitled to, but he did not use, which shows that he is not an abuser. What I know is he's in a rush. I think it's his driver who decided to use the bus stop. I scolded him, I reprimanded him, he emphasized. According to the senator, who chairs the Senate panel on public services, his son apologized to him for the incident, adding that he also instructed the congressman to apologize to everyone else. More headlines are on the way as we return right here on koolNews at 6. Stay along with us. We will be right back.
This koolNews edition was brought to you by Pride Powder Detergent. All you need is Pride. Manufactured by ACS Manufacturing Corporation. ISO certified world-class quality. ACS. Katips Hot Dog. Amoy na amoy ang sarap. Kids can tell. Ginuman San Rafael. Ganadong mabuhay. And Dunkin'. Pasalubong ng bayan.
Hello, buenas noches Pilipinas. My name is Blue Wave and you're watching Sabado en La Noche with Blue.
Nandito na ang bagong Saturday Primetime Talk Show kasama si Blue Wave.
At may joy transmission po ang SPC bukas 6 a.m. Ay, joy lang po.
Huli!
Pero hindi mo kami katulad na isang side lamang ang iniisip at tinatanggap.
Kung showbiz balita, teknolohiya, BDAU reading o iba pa, we got you covered.
One last word, Mika, I love you. Bye.
Sabado en la noche with Blue. Tuwing Sabado, 9 p.m. Dito lang sa Cool FM. Ang inyong himpilan, ang inyong tahanan.
You're listening to Cool FM.
#1 sa Mega Manila.
Nationwide pa!
Aray, ng katawan buong araw at work? No worries! Dispatch Salon Pass para magatid ng direct ingredient penetration pang mabilisan within 30 minutes at ang batanggalang relief na dumidikit hanggang 8 oras. Patch, shoulder, neck, back, body pain. Patch Salon Pass.
Methyl salicylate dimethyl tocopherol acetate deal camphor is a generic name of Salon Pass. If symptoms persist, consult your doctor.
Si Senadora Amy natulungan.
Pagbura sa utang na magsasaka. Dagdag benepisyo sa matatanda. Mga solo parent, hindi pinabayaan. Suportado rin natin ang barangay at sangguniang kabataan.
Ay maraming salamat, Senator Amy Marcos.
This is a paid advertisement.
Sipping on McCafe iced coffee, feeling unstoppable.
My fuel, my coffee. My rhythm, my coffee.
Get your McCafe. Stronger, creamier, and better than our previous iced coffee original blend. 49 pesos na lang at a McDonald's store near you.
My coffee, my cafe. My coffee, my cafe. My coffee, my cafe.
Senator Amy Marcos, salamat at hindi mo pinabayaan ang mga solo parents.
Deserve naman nila.
Salamat sa dagdag insentibo sa mga matatanda.
Deserve nila yan.
Salamat sa pagbura ng utang ng magsasaka.
Deserve na deserve.
Senator Amy Marcos, the service we deserve.
Deserve.
This is a paid advertisement.
You're running late for the prom when something goes wrong.
Nakapanit ako og sapatos ng matangtang ang swela sa akong sapatos.
Hello? It's late. Where are you?
Crunch time. What you gonna do?
Keep cool with new Nestle Crunch Cookies and Cream. Vanilla ice cream with cookie bits coated in white chocolate and crisp cereal. I got this. From my cool blue chucks to rock my white tux. K-O-K to the prom I'm on my way. New Nestle Crunch Cookies and Cream ice cream. Keep cool with Crunch.
Breastfeeding mom ka ba? Tulungan si babying mabusog at malusog. I-try mo na! Morsibit! Morsibit! Your partner in breastfeeding. Nakakatulong. Pampagatas, pampalakas ng immune system at pag-regulate ng blood sugar at cholesterol. Morsibit! Morsibit! Manufactured by Grow Reach Manufacturing Incorporated. For information, call at 0977-899-0045. On hand, makakausap mo si Dr. Edmundo Villalucis, Medical Director and Product Researcher and Developer. Morsibit! Morsibit!
There's good and there's finger licking good. There's good and there's finger licking good. It's a taste that you crave, and you taste every day. Nothing goes close to match, nothing goes close to match. Ito lang ang inaasahan, di nila mapapantayan. Nothing goes close to match, nothing goes close to match.
Order KFC via the new KFC app today.
Basta't kapit bisig, kakayanin ang lahat. Kayong aming bayani, walang magagawa kung walang manggagawa. Pinoy workers, Pinoy workers. 122, tandaan, 122. Pinoy workers, Pinoy workers, Pinoy workers. 122, tandaan, kayo't Pinoy, lakas Pinoy.
Mapabata man o lolo, kahit simpleng alaga, nag-iiwan ng marka sa'yo. Husay malasakit, iaalay sa alagang Unilab yan.
For 80 years, husay at malasakit ang nilalaan sa bawat gamot, sa bawat Pilipino para makapagbigay ng alagang makakatulong sa'yo na mag-iwan ng marka sa iba. Ito ang alagang Unilab para sa'yo.
Alagang Unilab yan.
Meron ng papaya, pinya, cherries at nata. Fresh at number one pa. Today's fruit salad ang bida. Today's days blessing to share. Today's days ay share what today.
Madalas nangangasim ang tiyan? Maaring acid yan. Pag may acid, Suprasid. Tandaan ang United Home Suprasid.
Unilab yan. Sodium bicarbonate is the generic name of United Home Suprasid. If symptoms persist, consult your doctor.
Ako po, si Rafi Tulfo, CIS Party List. Ang tanging party list na kakampi ng inaapi. Subok na at tunay na masasandalan magpakailanman. Number 68 sa balota. Saan ka pa? CIS Party List ka na. Tara na!
Welcome back to koolNews at 6. Let's continue with our headlines. Executive Secretary Lucas Besame said it is too soon to comment on the petition filed against the 2025 General Appropriations Act at the Supreme Court. He told reporters on Tuesday when asked for his stance on the matter, "Too soon to comment. I have yet to be served. Hence, I have not seen the contents. After that, the comment will be through the Solgen. The petition, filed by Davao Representative Isidro Angap, former Executive Secretary Vic Rodriguez, and others, seeks to challenge the constitutionality of the 2025 national budget over alleged blank items in the bicameral conference committee report. Bersamin, along with House Speaker Martin Romualdez Aldez and Senate President Francis Gis Escudero, are the petition's respondents. In a separate message to reporters, Solicitor General Bernardo Guerrava said they will comment on the petition if they are directed by the Supreme Court to do so. Guerrava also said, in the meantime, the validity, regularity, and constitutionality of the 2025 GAA is legally pursued. In an ambush interview on Monday, Marikina Second District Representative Stella Quimbo clarified that the blanks in the BCAM report were only for the final completion of the amendments. The lawmaker reiterated that the GAA was legal as the allocations on the then proposed budget had already been decided by the BCAM before the House of Representatives, and the Senate ratified the report. Stella said in a mix of English and Filipino when asked about the alleged blanks in the budget. Yes, so not with understanding any typographical errors or any adjustments that are needed as a result of amendments. The technical staff of both the House and Senate were authorized to make all of these necessary corrections. And just to clarify or to reiterate at the point of signing by the BCAM members, all the appropriations amounts have already been decided upon, she said. This means all the corrections of our technical staff, these are just ministerial only. This means this is just merely calculator activity only. They no longer have discretion because all of these are decided by the BCAM members at the point of signing, she added in Filipino. The issues team after Angap raised concerns about the blank items in the BCAM report in the televised interview. Copies of the report showed that the blanks were mostly with the Department of Agriculture and the Department of Agrarian Reform programs like allocations for the National Irrigation Authority and the National Food Authority. The Department of Budget and Management already issued a statement clarifying that while there may be blank items in the BCAM report, the GAA signed by President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. did not contain any missing items. Meanwhile, a petition has been filed before the Supreme Court to declare as unconstitutional Republic Act 12116 or the General Appropriations Act of 2025. The petition, once again filed by Davao Representative Isidro Angap and former Executive Secretary Vic Rodriguez, raised several violations of the Constitution with the approval of the 2025 budget, including the supposed blank items in the Bicameral Conference Committee report of the spending plan. The petitioners said in the Bicameral Committee report showed several blanks, particularly the budget allocations for the National Irrigation Administration, Department of Agriculture, and the Philippine Coconut Authority. Here, the Bicameral Conference Committee not only made several amendments to the 2025 General Appropriations Bill but left blanks in the report, which is very dubious and dangerous as the budgets for the said office and programs remain to be undetermined. Read the petition. The petitioners pointed out that while it is true that the Bicameral Conference Committee has the power to reconcile the Senate and the House of Representatives version, it is prohibited from amending provisions without clearly stating the version to which it should be amended to. Petitioners pointed out such irregularity is a blatant violation of the Constitution which should not be condoned. In this case, they said the Bicameral Conference Committee committed grave abuse of discretion amounting to lack or excess jurisdiction when it signed the committee report on 2025 national budget filled with blanks. Another violation of the Constitution committed, according to the petitioners, is failure to provide the education sector the highest budget allocation. Instead, they said non-education related agencies received the highest budget allocation, particularly the infrastructure sector under the Department of Public Works and Highways. Named as respondents in the petition were the House of Representatives headed by Speaker Ferdinand Martin Romualdez, Senate of the Philippines represented by Senate President Francis Escudero, and Executive Secretary Lucas Bersame. Other petitioners are Rogelio Mendoza, Benito Ching, Redimberto Villanueva, Roseller de la Peña, Santos Catuba, and Dominic Solis, being taxpayers and members of Philippine Health Insurance Corporation or PhilHealth. Also, meanwhile, it should not be feared, it should not be a cause for concern. These were the words used by Senate President Chis Escudero when he was asked on Tuesday to comment on the petition that questions the alleged blank items in the Bicameral Conference Committee report of the 2025 National Spending Plan. The petition was filed by Davao Representative Isidro Angap and former Executive Secretary Vic Rodriguez before the Supreme Court. Escudero said, okay, it looks like there's no translated statement here, which I'm not gonna bother. Prior to this, Marikina 2nd District Representative Stella Quimpo confirmed that there were blank items in the Bicameral Conference Committee report on the 2025 national budget, but she clarified these were only for the final computation of the amendments made. For his part, Escudero said if there were indeed blank items, then the last provision of the report would be helpful. According to the Senate Chief, this states that the Committee on Finance and Appropriations is authorized to fill out any lapses and missing items in the proposed budget. The Senate Chief then emphasized that it was not the first time that this phrase was used, as it was already included in the Bicameral Conference Committee reports signed by previous Congress. But is it the first time that there have been blank items in the budget? Escudero believes it's not. As we move on to the rest now, as Mary Ann Maslock, one of the accused in the controversial textbook scam in 1998, has been found guilty of graft by the Sandigan Bayan. During the case promulgation on Tuesday, the Ida Graft Court's Second Division convicted Maslock of graft and sentenced to up to 10 years in prison. Maslock, along with Amelia Aranas and Ernesto Guiang of the then Department of Education, Culture and Sports, was implicated in the 24 million peso graft case in 1998. They were accused of allegedly faking records to secure payments from the Department of Budget and Management. In 2020, Aranas and Guiang were both convicted and sentenced to a maximum imprisonment term of 10 years by the Sandigan Bayan. Meanwhile, Maslock's case was archived as she was reported to have died in 2019. The anti-graft court was only informed about her purported death in November 2020. In 2024, however, Maslock was found alive by the National Bureau of Investigation. And And the Philippine National Police Highway Patrol Group will boost its presence and patrols along the Marikina, Rizal, Laguna, Quezon, or Manila Q Highway following a viral video of a fatal incident involving two motorcycle riders recently. The two riders' motorcycles crashed into a group of bystanders, resulting in the vulgar's death and injuries to four other individuals. HPG spokesperson Lieutenant Dehem Malang said in an interview with reporters at Camp Carmem on Tuesday. The incident prompted HPG Director Brigadier General Elazar Mata to increase their presence along the 115-kilometer long road by adding between 10 and 15 officers from the highway patrol teams of Laguna, Cavite, and Quezon, Malang announced. He pointed out that the Rizal Highway Patrol team has only 17 officers. Malang said, "We will make our presence felt all day and all night, especially in places where most people frequent and flock to, where many drive along, particularly in Palo Alto, here in Devil's Curve." The PCG spokesperson also added, "We assured the public that HPTs will monitor the area on Saturdays and Sundays." As we head over now to the headlines from around the world, the Singaporean woman left in a vegetative state after a botched gastroscopy in South Korea has returned to Singapore just in time for Chinese New Year. After months of waiting, Ms. Tong Min Yan, who is the age of 35, was finally flown home on January 27, accompanied by a medical team and her South Korean husband, Mr. Jan Jong-suk. In case you missed it, in April 2024, Ms. Tong signed up for a medical screening package at a hospital in Incheon City, which included a gastroscopy, the examination of the upper gastrointestinal tract, and colonoscopy, both to be done under sedation. During the procedure, Ms. Tong, a former teacher, suffered a cardiac arrest after sedative was administered. By the time she was resuscitated after nearly 20 minutes, Ms. Tong had already suffered irreversible brain damage, leaving her in a vegetative state. She spent the next 4 months in another hospital's intensive care unit before being moved to a nursing facility in August. And China's first curry police dog, Fusai, had its year-end bonus docked after it was caught sleeping on the job and peeing in its own basin. Born in August 2023, Fusai joined the police force in Weifang, Shandong province as a reserve explosives detection operative in January 2024. It soon became a viral sensation with its expressive eyes, stubby legs, and remarkable skills, and has since graduated to become a fully qualified police dog. Its first performance review was shared in a January 19th video on Douyin, TikTok's sister app in China. And finally, in the entertainment news, another television milestone is in the offing as the long-running ABS-CBN reality show Pinoy Big Brother, for the first time, will open its door to GMA Sparkle tenants to appear alongside Kapamilya celebrities under one roof. This recent collaboration was announced by ABS-CBN in a press statement on Monday, January 27, to coincide with the 20th anniversary of the popular reality show. The statement read, "Pinoy Big Brother marks its 20th anniversary with an exciting milestone as GMA Network and ABS-CBN collaborate for its new season, PBB Celebrity Edition Collab. The upcoming BBB edition will feature Star Magic and Sparkle Stars making unforgettable memories inside the BBB house." The statement also said, "For the first time, BBB opens the doors of the ironic Bahay ni Kuya to welcome GMA Sparkle artists alongside ABS-CBN Star Magic talents. Together, Kapuso and Kapamilya stars will collaborate and create unforgettable moments inside the PBB house. Maraming salamat Kapuso and Kapamilya." The joint venture was also announced on GMA's 24 Horas and its social media platforms on the same day. Ladies and gentlemen, that is it for koolNews at 6, as we will return with more news headlines later with koolNews Content and Cantory Here. Until then, I am Cairo. Coming up next on Kool FM is Ask Your Stuff. Good evening.
Sound check is 6:32.